Ili Nishmas Abimori, Arm Ben Zachar, Ili Nishmas Imavasi Tomalizul Pas Mordechai Tzvi, Ili Nishmas Achi Ayakar, Arm Yehuda Ben Aharon. In Megillas Esther, there are so many wonderful pshatim, so many different chatvar that it's just a delight to read it. However, one that I heard a number of years ago, which I think is quite appropriate and is very, very yesodistic and it's very geschmack, goes as follows. Mordechai finds out about Haman's edict. Of course, he tears his clothing, puts on his sackcloth, goes back to the palace, but doesn't quite come up to the door because he can't go to the palace in his sackcloth. So Esther sees him out the window and sends down Hasoch and says, "What's going on over here?" She says, he sends up Haman's edict and says, "Look, what do you want to do to the Jews? You got to go in there and fight for your people." She says, "I can't. I haven't been called to the king, and I can't go into the throne room because anybody goes to the throne room and doesn't get called, he's finished. He's kaput." What does Mordechai tell her? Okay. Ki im hachrish tachrishi, ki machrish tachrishi, boizazos, revav v'atzalah, ayudem imokam achem, atu ve'sovich tovedu, umi yodeh im eis kazoi sikat lamalchus, one of the most dramatic lines in all of Tanakh. If you're quiet now, Hashem will save us. There'll be some other way. But you, uve'sovich tovedu, you and your father's house will be lost. And who knows? Maybe this is why you reach to be Malchus, to be the queen now. What's the massive problem with this pasuk? One massive problem with this pasuk is Esther was an orphan. She had no parents. Her Beis Avich was not there. There's nothing anybody could do to Beis Avich because there wasn't any. Mordechai raised her as an orphan. They married her because it was a problem with having her in the house. But meanwhile, the point is, he says to her, "The at ubeis avich tobedu." Okay, so what Shevet does Esther come from? Esther comes from Shevet Binyamin. Shevet Binyamin was known to be shy and retiring. When the brothers were beating him up for stealing the Baviyah, did he complain? He said, "What are you guys doing to me?" No. He kept quiet. He was shy and retiring. He kept quiet because there was no purpose in speaking up. So that may be his natural personality. Maybe if there's an Inyan, when someone has to speak up, he would have spoken up. But here it was nothing to do, so he kept quiet. This is what Mordechai is telling Esther. If it's your natural instinct to be quiet, so you have to overcome that. But if you know how to control that instinct, if you can utilize that instinct to be quiet when you should be quiet, but if you know when to speak up, then we know that you have the ability to control your fate and to have overcome your natural tendencies. What Mordechai was saying is, if you keep quiet now, that knocks off Binyamin, because Binyamin kept quiet, maybe just wasn't able to talk because he's just a shy and retiring kind of fellow. But if you speak up now and when you save your people, it'll show that you know when the right time is to speak or not the right time to speak. What was the beautiful jewel in the Choshen that the Kohen Gadol wore, which represented Binyamin? It's number 12, Yoshvei. Yoshvei means yesh peh. There's a mouth there. When you need to use it, you use it. When it's better to be quiet, you be quiet. If you speak up now, we'll know that this is the proper thing to do, that you are in control, that you know what to do with the mitzvahs HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you and with the circumstances he put you in. But if you keep quiet now, everything from your Shevet's legacy will be destroyed. Have a freilich and yantiv.